morning, friends. It is elementary, my dear Watson, so said the famous Sherlock Holmes. And it is elementary because I don't see, I observe. And my observations lead to the fundamentals of deduction. Friends, when I was doing my pediatric surgery in KEM Hospital, Mumbai, I realized how many children are born with congenital anomalies and who need major surgeries at birth. And this observation led me to the deduction that I am such a lucky person and so many of us are so lucky. Friends, it made me realize that to be the grandest version of the greatest version of who I am. And whatever deductions I did, I would like to share with you so that it will help you and me, everyone, to be the grandest version of the greatest vision of who we are. Friends, if we take 100 young couples who get married, out of these 100 couples, only 90% can conceive a child. It means there is a 10% infertility rate. And so if we are born from these 90% couples. That is the first thing to understand and deduce. And once we are born, this luck that I am born in 90% is a huge thing to understand. Friends, the fertilized eggs takes about 6 days to implant in the womb. And once it gets implanted in the womb of the mother becomes pregnant and she misses her periods. This 6 days journey is crucial. Out of those 90, only 82% get implanted in this womb. It means if you and me are born, we are born from those 74 females who have conceived. And now she is pregnant. The first week of pregnancy is not at all a joke. To survive the first week of pregnancy needs special blessings. Because 50% of the 74 who had implanted in the womb do not cross first week of pregnancy because of severe genetic problems. So if we are born from those 37 who have survived the first week of pregnancy, and we do not realize all this, that I am born out of those 37 lucky batch. Now to cross the pregnancy after 3 months itself is a boon, because 80% of these 37, they do not survive 3 months of pregnancy, which means you and me who are born out of those 30 babies, these 30 babies who are the lucky ones. And then we go ahead in the pregnancy, and once we are born, we realize that we are born alive, but 1% of us are not born alive. They are born stillborn for various kinds of reasons. At the birth, 3% of us will have congenital anomalies which will require immediate surgery and a very major surgery. I, being a pediatric surgeon, I know this. So if you are escaping all this, you are in 29% lucky batch who are born normal without any congenital anomaly. And it is a time for celebration if you are without an anomaly and if you are born alive. Friends, let us move further. 12% of these babies who are born, they are born prematurely, either in the 7th month of pregnancy, 8th month of pregnancy. And 16.5% of these children are having very low birth weight, less than 2.4 kilograms. What does it mean? It means if I am born normal, I am having a good birth weight and I am having the luxury to enjoy 9 months in my mother's womb, I am in the lucky batch of 21 children only. But we never realize this. And therefore, it is an obvious deduction, and it is very elementary, my dear Watson, that the color and the gender should not matter. The color of the child and the gender of the child should not matter. Now comes the first year of life. We assume that now we will grow beautifully, but 5% of the children do not cross first year of age. They die before it. And again, 4.3% of children do not cross 5 years of age. So to have a brother and sister and to have yourself beyond 5 years of age is a boon. It's a big blessing by God. So friend, this brings to 19.2 people only who have the chance to survive beyond 5 years of age. And then we again take an assumption that I will stay alive forever. But to cross 60 years itself is needing a special benevolence. Nearly 18% of the people of these do not cross 60 years of age. So if I am 60 and 60 plus, it means I am amongst those 15.8 or 16% only. It is such a rarity to really escape all these hurdles of life. So the lion was thinking at 60 that I should quit. But now he realized that who is watching? My children, my grandchildren. So friends, let us understand some other facts. If you are breastfed by your mother for 6 months, you are the special one. To get your breastfeed from your mother for 6 months will save you from 13% direct death. A child who is born and is not getting mother's milk is an unfortunate child. And I had this opportunity to open a human breast milk bank at Rajiv Gandhi Medical College in Thane. It was India's 10th breast milk bank and Thane district's first breast milk bank. And in last 10 years after establishing it, nearly 16,500 donor mothers donated their breast milk, and it was collected in nearly 794 liters of milk. And how many children were saved? 13% children were saved directly from death. That amounts to 2,704 babies directly saved only because of breast milk. These babies were born, their mother could not get the breast milk, and once they were discharged, the relatives come daily to the hospital to collect the breast milk from the bank, and it is given to the child in the house for 6 months continuously. And that is how 2,704 babies were saved. So friends, if you have food, if you have clothes, and if you have some roof over your head, you are richer than 74% people on earth. And if you are earning 15,000 only per month, it sounds so simple and so low. 15,000 rupees per month, you are in an exclusive batch of 20% people in the whole of India. If you consider whole of India, and if you are earning only 25,000 rupees per month, you are in a creamy batch of 10% people only in the whole of India. And if you are by any chance earning 65,000 and around, you are in an exclusive batch of 5% people on earth. And if you are earning 1 lakh per month, my goodness, you are in the top cream of 3% people on earth. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Friends, life is a cactus for those who think, but life is a flower for those who thank. Thanks, thanks, and thanks is the highest form of thought. When I will die, God will not ask me how many positions and achievements did I get in my life. God will ask me how many needy people did my positions and my achievements really helped. God will not ask me how long I went ahead in my life. God will ask me how many times I paused while I was going ahead in my life to help people. God will not ask me which luxury car I was driving in my whole life. He will ask me, did you stop your car for these kinds of people who are stranded on the road while you are driving your Mercedes on the highway? He will ask me that. So friends, God will ask me this one big question of life. This one big question is, He will tell me, I have chosen you in those 10% people, exclusive, who are earning well, who has escaped all these hurdles of life right from conceivement. Now tell me, are you living a worthy life which is befitting this special status given to you by me? And what answer we have for it? You have to introspect. Am I living the life worthy of what status I have been given? So Sergeant Karoli Takacs from Hungary was in the 10% chosen one. He was in military, he was a sergeant. And he was a national champion of pistol shooting, 25 meters. 35 times he was the national champion. And in 1938, one fine day, a hand grenade exploded in his right hand. And his whole right hand got crushed. The whole championship was over in one hand grenade explosion. But next year, Karoli Takacs again shows up in the national championship. And there people are shocked to see him. They think that he has come to greet them, to give them best of luck. But he says, I have come here not to watch you people, I have come here to compete with you. Everyone is shell-shocked. Karoli Takacs, his right hand is not working. How can it happen? And friends, he participates in the national championship, again wins the championship by shooting with his left hand. In 1 year of rehabilitation, he mastered the shooting with his left hand. So he says you are not disabled by the disability you have. You are able by the abilities you have, by embracing your imperfection. You are able by the abilities you have, concentrate on the abilities. Friends, he went on to win 2 gold medals in the Olympics, and he became the world champion with his left hand, embracing imperfections perfectly. So let us extend our hands to live a life of gratitude and open a new door to extend our hand for the right attitude, because gratitude is the only and the best attitude. And mind you, it is a choice we have to take. It doesn't come directly from above. I have to choose that I will live my life full of gratitude. So friends, this is a Delhi metro bridge collapse which happened in 28. And at that time, one person observed it, and he realized that only first aid treatment was being given to all the injured people. And he did not like it at all. And that person took a decision. Omkar Nath Sharma took a decision at the age of 72 years that this will never happen again. And he says, I embraced my imperfections. How? Just look at it. He is a retired blood bank technician. He says, I was crippled from the age of 12 years. He says that I even cannot afford a ticket of a metro train. But I walk daily 6 kilometers with a limp. Why? To collect medicines from various people in the society. Why I collect these medicines? Because I have created a dispensary in my own room, and I give these medicines 3 lakh to 6 lakh worth of rupees every month free of cost. Free of cost. He maintains a logbook for this. He maintains a logbook where everything is mentioned, even the expiry dates of the medicine, and he is known as Medicine Baba in Delhi. Friends, he makes no profit. He is still staying in a rented room. And mind you, he has embraced the imperfection so much that he has a son who is 45 years old and mentally challenged. Mentally challenged. He is today, right now, 82 years of age, and he is still doing the same thing. So you have to accept your imperfections with the directions that how lucky I am right from the conceivement till now. The goal is not to live forever. The goal is to create something that will live forever. He is Kyle Maynard, a man with no hands and no feet. And he has conquered 3 of the topmost mountains of the 7 continents. These are known as the 7 summits. 3 he has conquered. You will be hearing about Kyle Maynard in the next 3 years because he is attempting Mount Everest without hands, without legs, without prosthesis. And he says very touchingly something. He says, I cannot shake hand with you. I cannot put my best foot forward. Obviously. So how is he walking? He says, I do not walk with my mind. I walk and prepare my mind to embrace the imperfection. What is the imperfection? That I don't have any hands, I don't have any legs, but still I am so positive. I have made my life so positive by embracing my imperfection. So embracing imperfection is a state of mind, and I myself, I am the answer to the question of mind. Understand, friends, then only we can transcend to become the grandest version of the greatest vision of who I am. And it's a very powerful statement, to become the grandest version of the greatest vision of who I am. Friends, if we are in that special group of 10%, forget 10%, 20%, 30%, take it whatever you wish, still you are the lucky one, then we must genuinely be worthy, because we have only one life. And that only will help us to understand that it is elementary, my dear Watson. It is elementary. So turn our wounds into wisdom by embracing our imperfections. Thank you so much.